Here are some simple tips that'll help you take care of your loved ones who are aging in place. Hi, my name's Eliana, and this is Living in Westchester, where we talk about all things related to owning a home and living in Westchester County. In my career as a real estate salesperson, I have been in many situations where I see family members or homeowners selling their family home after decades of living in it. And recently, I've been having many conversations with friends and clients in relation to aging parents and helping take care of them while they are aging in place. And so now we're left with these older adults who are in their 60s, 70s, 80s, who are living in these larger homes, definitely living in homes that are much too large for their needs, because oftentimes what I see is that these homeowners, our parents, our grandparents, are living in a 5-bedroom house, but they may only use 2 or 3 rooms every single day. So they use the living room, maybe they use the kitchen, or they'll use the dining room and the kitchen and their bedroom and the bathroom, and that's it. I often see situations where there are older adults who are usually living on their own in a large home, and obviously this home has become too much for our older adult to handle. So I wanted to share some tips for things that we can all do to help our aging parents as they age in place in a larger home. And I think this is really important and helpful because not only will it make your life so much easier when your parents finally do decide to move to a smaller home, but it will also make their life safer, easier, and hopefully happier while they're staying in that larger house. Here are my tips to help your parents enjoy their home, which they very much well deserve as they age in place. Number 1 is, and we're all responsible for it, get your stuff out of mom and dad's attic, basement, or your old childhood room. I see this so often. And I'm guilty of this too, because I still have stuff in my parents' apartment, and they live in a 2-bedroom apartment in the city, and I live in a 5-bedroom house in the suburbs. So trust me, I get it. But let's get our stuff out of our parents' houses. This will automatically decrease visual clutter and overall clutter in the space. You will thank me for this much later when it is time to move your parents out and you're the one helping them with this. While we're on the topic of decluttering, help them declutter. Maybe you guys can take a weekend together, or you can bring in all of the family and go through all of their mementos, heirlooms, and things that they want to give away and that are useful so that they can give it to people who need it now, not let it rot or collect dust in their attic or a spare 4th bedroom. A weekend, take a day, hire a service. There are also plenty of services that will help your parents do this if you're not available to come in and do it for them. But you can hire a service or you can do it yourself. You can go through the house and help them declutter. And you may also find some cool vintage t-shirts that your millennial grandkids want now. So it's a win-win for everyone. The importance of this is that our seniors may have visual impairments, they may have mobility issues, or they may be accident prone, and the clutter around their home can create unnecessary obstacles and trip hazards for them. So let's declutter their house. Let's create a beautiful space for them to live in. Another important thing that we can do to help our seniors, our parents, our grandparents, as they're aging in place in a home is help get them set up with a cleaning service. I know that most of us are very busy. We don't have a lot of spare time. So if we are making the time to visit our parents, it would be better to spend it with them on quality time versus being busy cleaning the house for them. So if we can, let's help set them up with a cleaning service. You can take on the task of interviewing the people or finding someone for them, or if you need help, just reach out. I have a list. With a cleaning service, will take a huge burden off of their backs. Again, a lot of our seniors do not have the ability to clean up a huge house anymore, or it can become a hazard or a fall risk. So even if you can get their house cleaned once a month, it makes it so much easier. So that way, if you're coming in to check on them once or twice a week, all you have to do is take care of the minimal things, or if they have a home health care worker, that person has a lot less to do, and you know the house is getting a deep clean at least once a month. We know our parents took great care of us. Let's help take care of them and have them living in a clean house. Have them enjoying their house. They don't want to leave. Let them enjoy a beautiful, clean home while they're there. Another great thing that we can do for our parents or seniors as they're aging in place is make sure that we stay on top of repairs for them. As our parents get older, it can be very difficult for them to get to those repairs. Maybe in the past they were super hands-on and they were used to taking care of everything, but as they're aging, we don't want them climbing a 2-story ladder. To protect them, we don't want them doing tasks that are no longer feasible for them, but we also don't want our parents living in a home that is in disrepair. Plus, that'll devalue the home's equity anyway. So let's keep the house in order. Let's keep our parents living in a fully functioning home, and of course, protecting their equity, which will eventually be your equity. And while we're talking about repairs, sit down with your parents or walk the property with them and make a list of all the improvements they have made over their time owning the house. Make sure you keep this list current, whether it's in an email format or in a Word document or document on your phone, so that you can help track what's coming due soon, and because you'll need it when it's time to sell the house. And while repairs are more urgent, they're more top of mind, and they're the things that are necessary to keep the house running, we can also move on and take care of some of the cosmetic changes that the house may need. I'm not telling you that you need to upgrade a fully functioning bathroom or renovate a kitchen, but if your parents are living with a shag carpet from the 70s that is collecting dust and it's full of dirt, then it might be time to upgrade. And yes, it may be a little bit hard for them at first, but they will thank you once they step into their beautiful, clean home that has shiny, bright wooden floors, which will be much easier to keep clean and easier for them to walk on. We don't want our parents tripping on a shag carpet. Just like the shag carpet, dated wallpaper that's cracked and peeling, or even peeling paint, please get rid of it. Let your parents enjoy a beautiful, clean, fresh home. Let's give them great quality of life. It breaks my heart whenever I go into someone's home and they're clearly embarrassed and they apologize for the clutter or for the condition that they're living in. It's clear to me at that point that they don't want to live like this. They're not choosing to live like this, but sometimes it's clearly visible to me that it is not their choice, and it's just way more than they can handle. So if you can, please help your parents. It's gonna benefit you in the long run, but it'll benefit them and their quality of life now. And what a beautiful way to repay our parents for all of their hard work and sacrifice than by helping them as they age and giving them a beautiful experience in their later years. Hopefully these tips will help you later on when it is time to get your parents ready for assisted living or relocate them closer to you.